everyone, and welcome to channel IRS. We're starting week number 4 of record 90 SP2. Let's go. Day 69. Balance. In my opinion, balance is something natural. It's like a day and night, like a black and white, like a sky and earth, like a water and fire. And it's like a music rhythm, or you feel it or you don't. But luckily, if you don't, you can develop it. So what is the racing balance? Well, before the race, driver balance himself, his aggression and his smoothness, and also driver balance his racing equipment, which is in our situation is a go-kart. He has to balance engine and the seating position. He has to balance front end and the back end. But the main balancing happens on a circuit while you're racing or you have your practice session. So the exact description of the racing balance would be weight travel around the go-kart while you racing or having your practice session. When you're braking, your weight moves to the front. When you're accelerating, your weight moves to the back. When you turn right, your weight moves to the left. And when you turn left, your weight moves to the right. And with the help of your weight, you can control your car faster and better around the circuit. All what you have to do as a racing driver, you have to develop that feeling of a perfect balance. Day 67, and today we talk about corner number 3, as this corner is the best for lessons about balance. So why corner number 3 is the best for balance lessons? Because exactly this corner is the second part of a complex corner 2 and 3. So before we go any further, let's quickly remember racing line of corner number 2. We approach the corner on the left hand side, braking on a straight line, finish braking, turning to the right, hit the latest apex, and as soon as you hit the apex, stay on the right hand side, so your exit will be inside of the corner, not outside. Remember this, inside of the corner. Remember this part, we will be back to it later. So your exit inside of the corner. This way you will be prepared for corner number 3, because this way you are on outside of the corner number 3. So you approach the corner number 3, braking on a straight line, finish braking, turn to the left, hit the latest apex, and as soon as you hit the apex, this is where you can release your car to the outside of the corner, to the right hand side. And as soon as you hit the exit, your steering wheel has to be straight and prepare it for the straight line. Now let's come back to this short straight which connecting corner number 2 and corner number 3. Why you have to stay inside of the corner number 2? Some of the drivers think if they have a short straight, they can go outside and then come back to the right hand side and prepare their car for corner number 3. Well, reason number 1 why you can't do that: because you're making your distance longer this way. If you're going outside, then you come back to the right hand side to be prepared for corner number 3. You're making your distance longer. And the second reason, and the most important, because when you come back to the right hand side to be prepared for corner number 3, you're making your turning in point for corner number 3. You're making turning in angle for corner number 3 narrow. And this way, your speed is going to be much slower, rather than if you would stay inside and making your corner angle wider at the entrance of corner number 3. The other thing, when you go right and then you have turning left, you move your balance. First of all, when you turn right, you move your balance to the left hand side, and then suddenly you move your balance to the right hand side. And when you do right and left, you move too much balance when you go to the left hand side corner number 3. So you might put too much balance, too much weight on your right hand side. So instead of coming back on a power, whereas when you finish braking, instead of coming back on a power, you will have to do some corrections because of the too much weight on the right hand side. So that's why it's very important to stay on the right and keep your cart prepared for corner number 3. This way you're approaching on a straight line corner number 3, so your balance, your weight gonna be on the rear wheels. When you hit the brakes, your balance moves to the front wheels, and then when you turn left, you're gonna move your weight to the right hand side, and it's gonna be that amount of weight which you need for corner number 3. After straight line, when you're turning it left, the weight's gonna travel more gradually, and this way you will have better balance and better traction through the corner number 3. So the balance is another key for successful fast laps, because balance you use in every single corner, and smoother you are, better your balance travel around the go-kart. Of course, you have to be quick, but at the same time you have to be very smooth. Day 66, and once again I am at Daytona Sandown Park for my next practice session. Let's see what we can do today.
They're on furthest away. Ready? .47.281.
47.281. Thank you.
What's Anto's lap time? .47.123.
Cheers, mate.
So quicker than the last one.
Thank you.
Stand!
Day 64. Most of the drivers, beginners, they're driving around the corners with a huge slide and all the way around the corner. And as we know, sliding is not the best way to drive through the corner because you lose a lot of speed with the sliding. So sliding is useful in the first quarter of the corner, but later, after the first quarter, your go-kart has to go round the corner like a train on the rails. So why that sliding happens? Everything because the novice drivers, they don't have that balance feeling. They still didn't develop it, and luckily we can develop balance feelings outside of the go-kart with the help of physical exercises. So let's see what physical exercises we can do to develop our balance feelings. First exercise which I show you, let's call it one leg stand. Second exercise is exactly the same, you just add some extra movements with the leg which is in the air. So how you do that? Each exercise has to be 30 seconds or 1 minute long on each leg. Next step, we need to find the bar which is going to be above the ground. It shouldn't be too high. You just easily can take any bar at home which is not too wide and not too narrow, on which one you can balance. You can put it on the ground and you can do that exercises on that bar. Well, I found this one, and now we do exactly the same exercises like before, but we do it on the bar. And now we do a bit of walking. Next, what we're going to do, we're going to stand not parallel, but we're going to stand cross on the bar. Okay guys, so here is few simple exercises how to develop your balance feelings. Make sure when you're trying something new, you do it in a safe area and you're sure what you're doing, otherwise you might end up like this. Okay guys, this is day 63 and it's end of the week number 4. This week we found a lot of information about racing balance. We did some physical exercises to develop your balance feelings, and also we did 2 practice sessions at Daytona Sandown Park and the best lap time was 47.1. Next week, week number 5, is going to be really hard and difficult because I have to finish my sitting daily routine. I had that sitting routine because of my hard times in my life, but one day you just have to stand up and go with it. And now next week I want to start more active lifestyle. Also next week I have a D-Max championship, so I have to prepare for this. So we have a lot of plans. Let's go and let's do that. See ya.
I definitely had many people like that. Even at my school, I even had my headmaster tell me that I couldn't make it. Several of my teachers, not that the teachers here are like that, but I didn't go to a very good school, and I had people that are at racing. The other drivers' parents would say it. There was so many different people that would say so. But you know, my family kept believing in me. And you know what? I always do my talking on the track. The best way to do it is, you know, just stay quiet and let your results, or let your results do the talking, because then it shuts everyone up. And so if someone tells me that I can't win or I'm never gonna make it, I just kept pushing and pushing, kept believing in myself. And when I did, I didn't have to say anything. And that's why I say just never give up. You know, keep believing in yourself.
Mm-hmm.